Do you hate cardio? Listen, I totally get it. I used to hate cardio too, until I found a way to decrease the amount of cardio that I do every week to almost nothing. With this 5-minute workout that I'm about to show you, when it's done correctly, you can get more results than an hour of steady state cardio. And the best part is that you don't have to touch a treadmill, an elliptical, stair climber, or a bike. This workout will be using a type of training known as HIIT, which is a little different than the HIIT style of training that you probably keep hearing about. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training and HIIT stands for high intensity resistance training. Typically a HIIT program will be even more intense than a HIIT program, allowing you to burn more calories during and after your workout. Before we get started with the workout, I want to mention that for high intensity resistance training to be most effective, you have to choose the appropriate resistance. Each exercise will be timed, so you want to pick enough resistance to challenge yourself for the full time to the point where you're almost at the point of failure at the end. The point is, don't go super light, because if the intensity is too low, you won't get the fat burning benefits that high intensity resistance training is supposed to bring to the table. So, with that out of the way, let's get started with the very first exercise, weighted front squats. This exercise can be performed with a barbell, with dumbbells, or with kettlebells like we're using in this example. Rest whatever weight you're using on your shoulders. Spread your legs a little wider than shoulder width apart and slightly externally rotate your feet. Keep your chin up and sit back as you squat down. As you come down, you want to make sure that your knees stay behind your toes. If your knees are coming up over your toes, that means you're putting a lot of weight on your knee and on the front part of your foot, so on your toes. You want to concentrate on sitting back with your weight on your heels while sticking your butt and your chest out. Some people prefer to keep their eyes on the ceiling when doing this exercise because it further helps them maintain better form, especially with keeping their back and their chest straight up. With this one, I want you to squat down as low as you can before coming back up. Repeat this exercise for 45 seconds straight, and then as soon as your 45 seconds are up, move straight into the next one with no break. This next one is known as the long cycle, and we're once again performing it with kettlebells. You could perform this one with dumbbells as well as a barbell. It's performed exactly as a clean and press, except with kettlebells you would add a swing. Start with both weights in front of you and swing in between your legs. Pop the kettlebells up and rack them on your shoulders. Bring your elbows out and press over your head. If you need a little extra push, you can do a push press where you use your legs to help generate some starting momentum. Once you press up over your head, lower the kettlebell slowly back to your shoulders to that racked position. Then swing through and clean and press them over your head again, repeating again and again for another full 45 seconds. If you don't have kettlebells, like I said, you can still do this exercise, just omit the swing. So with a barbell, you would bring the bar right under your knees and then explode into a clean followed by a press. As soon as you're done with this one, you're moving on to the next one with no break. For the next one, we're doing weighted burpees. Once again, we're using the kettlebells here, but dumbbells will work perfectly fine as well. Start off by holding your weights at your sides. Lower yourself to the ground and plant the weights in front of you. Jump out into a push-up position while keeping your hands on the weights. Next, you're going to perform a push-up all the way down and all the way back up. Then hop your feet right back in as close as you can get them in between the kettlebells or the dumbbells. Then stand up and hop up with the weights at your sides. Repeat this exercise for as many reps as you can within 30 seconds. After all of that, you're definitely going to feel like you want to take a break, but I really need you to push yourself because I'm still not giving you a break just yet. Luckily, we're already done with the first 2 minutes, so only 3 minutes left over. For the next one, you're going to lay flat on your back and raise your legs up about a foot up off the ground. You want to do this while keeping your knees slightly bent and your hands should be together in a prayer position directly over the line of your belly button. Crunch up and lift your shoulder blades up off the ground as you reach up towards the ceiling. To make this more challenging, you can hold a weight in your hands and reach up with the weight pointed towards the ceiling. With this one, you're going to repeat it for 45 seconds straight before moving on to the valve slide mountain climbers. Now, if you don't have valve slides or furniture movers, I recommend you get some. They're really cheap and there are so many great exercises that you can do with them. You can get regular furniture movers at Home Depot, Lowe's, and on Amazon.com. But if you don't have them, you can just do regular mountain climbers instead for now for this exercise. If you do have them, then position your toes in the center of the valve slides or the furniture movers. Next, get into a push-up position and slide one knee up. Then as you slide it back, slide the other knee up. Alternate sides back and forth for another 45 seconds, which means after this one, there's only a minute and a half left. The next exercise needs to be done correctly to be effective. It's high knees, and the biggest mistake I see people making with this exercise is that they just don't get their knees up high enough. To do this exercise correctly, we want to aim for waist level. You're also going to want to swing your arms to incorporate your entire body and to help with balance. As your knee comes up, the arm on that same side drops down, and as you switch knees, you switch arms as well. If you're having trouble with coordination, then you can just hold your hands in front of you at about waist level and try to tap your hands. We're only going to perform this exercise for 30 seconds, and then we're moving into our last two exercises. The first one is Spider-Man push-ups. Here you're going to start in a push-up position, and as you lower yourself, bring one of your knees towards the elbow on that same side. Then come back up and switch sides each time you come down. Even if you're not great at push-ups, we're only doing this one for 30 seconds, so really try to get as many reps as you can. If it becomes too difficult, you can do regular push-ups or drop to your knees and do them from that position. For the last exercise, you're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart and squat down as low as you can. When performing your squat, all the same principles apply as before. Sit your butt back, get up off your toes, stay on your heels, and stick your chest out. Then once you squat nice and low, jump up as high as you can. It's really important to note that when you land, you don't land with your knees locked out. You want to land with them bent, and you want to be ready to go right into your next squat when you land. This way the pressure stays on your muscles rather than on your joints. After you're finished with all five, do 5 regular squats without the jump portion. So you're doing 5 squat jumps followed by 5 regular squats and repeating for the last 30 seconds. After doing this packed 5-minute workout, you can bet that you're going to be feeling pretty tired, but if you want to get the most out of this workout and you're at an intermediate level, I recommend you repeat the whole 5-minute circuit twice. If you're advanced and you really want to challenge yourself, I recommend you repeat the whole circuit 3 times. I'll typically do these kind of 5-minute high-intensity drills 3 times, and I'll wind up getting a better workout than if I spent an hour jogging. They're so effective at getting your heart rate way up while incorporating resistance training that you're getting the best of both worlds, allowing you to spend less time at the gym. That's it, guys. I really hope this video has helped you out. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, if you really want to kickstart a change in your habits and you want to drop 20 pounds or 5% body fat in the next 42 days, just like my clients are, visit my website where I'm running a 6-week challenge right now that includes an accountability coach that'll guide you through the entire program, as well as a full diet and workout strategy for 42 days. And as long as you're willing to follow and stick to the plan consistently, you can get all the challenge material for free. To learn more, click the link below and visit my website. Or you can just visit my website directly at gravitytransformation.com. I hope this video has helped you out, and I hope to see you guys next time.
Pump it.